Welcome back to Beyond the Gate. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more powerful daily drama. Now let's step into Fairmont Crest, where love feels fragile, danger grows closer, and one heartbreaking decision threatens to shake an entire family. Fairmont Crest stood on the edge of something heavy. There are moments in life when everything feels suspended, when joy and fear exist side by side, when love feels stronger than ever but also more fragile than it has ever been. This was one of those moments. Across the community, lives were shifting in quiet but powerful ways. Some were holding on to happiness, afraid it might disappear. Others were facing choices that would change everything. And at the center of it all, Anita Dupree. For Vanessa McBride, life had taken an unexpected turn. For so long, she had carried the weight of responsibility, of motherhood, of trying to hold everything together, even when it felt like it was slipping through her fingers. Her relationship with her daughter Diana had become strained, filled with tension, misunderstanding, and emotional distance that Vanessa didn't quite know how to fix. And yet, at the same time, something beautiful had entered her life: Joey Armstrong. Being with him felt easy in a way she hadn't experienced in a long time. There was comfort in his presence, a sense of stability that grounded her even when everything else felt uncertain. But instead of simply enjoying that happiness, Vanessa found herself afraid of it. Sitting with Joey, she tried to put her feelings into words. "Have you ever felt like something is too good?" she asked quietly. Joey looked at her curious. "What do you mean?" Vanessa hesitated. "Like you are living in a dream," she said, "and any second you are going to wake up and lose it." Joey studied her expression carefully. He could see the vulnerability behind her words. "You are not dreaming," he said gently, but Vanessa wasn't so sure. Because when life had taught you to expect disappointment, happiness could feel just as frightening as heartbreak. Elsewhere, another kind of emotional tension was building. Nicole Dupree found herself caught between two very different men. Dr. Carlton Fitzgerald, with him charm, humor, and steady presence, and Dr. Keall Rollins, with his intensity, confidence, and bold gestures. Recently, Keall had made his feelings unmistakably clear. He didn't want anyone else. He wanted Nicole, and he had proven it in a way that surprised even her, by handing her a key to his home. It wasn't just a romantic gesture, it was an invitation, an opening, a statement that said he was ready for something real. But Nicole wasn't ready to choose. Not yet. When Danny Dupree learned about the situation, she couldn't help but wait in. In her usual bold fashion, she offered a suggestion that only Danny could make sound so casual. "Who says you have to pick just one?" she said with a knowing smile. Nicole raised an eyebrow. Danny shrugged lightly. "I'm just saying you could keep both options open." Nicole laughed, but there was a part of her that understood the deeper meaning behind Danny's words. She didn't have to rush, she didn't have to decide right away. Still, some choices couldn't be avoided forever, and eventually she would have to follow her heart wherever it led. While others struggled with matters of the heart, Anita Dupree faced something far more serious. Her battle with cancer had reached a turning point. For a while, she had managed to maintain her strength, to push forward with determination and grace. But now, the illness was beginning to take more from her. The fatigue, the pain, the quiet moments where even standing felt like too much. And yet, even as her body so weak, her mind remained as strong as ever, clear, focused, unyielding. During a deeply emotional moment with Bill Hamilton, Anita had listened as he shared his own painful memories. He spoke of watching his mother fight a similar battle, of seeing her loss open, of witnessing the way the illness slowly took control. "I don't want that for you," he said. And Anita had taken those words to heart because she knew something that others were only beginning to understand this fight. It wasn't just about survival, it was about dignity. As her condition worsened, Anita made a choice that would send shockwaves through her entire family. She asked her to sign a do not resuscitate order. For Anita, the decision was deeply personal. It wasn't about giving up, it was about control, about deciding how her story would be written. But for her family, it felt like something else entirely. It felt like losing her. Vernon Dupree struggled to accept it. He knew his wife better than anyone. He knew that once Anita made up her mind, there was no changing it, but that didn't make it easier. Speaking to their daughters, Vernon tried to remain strong. There is no stopping your mother when she is decided something, he said. But beneath those words was a quiet heartbreak because sometimes strength meant letting go, even when you weren't ready. While one family faced a painful emotional battle, another situation was becoming increasingly dangerous. Jacob Hawthorne was deep undercover, too deep. That had started as a calculated operation had turned into something far more unpredictable. The risks were growing, the danger closing in, and those watching from the outside could see that what Jacob refused to admit. He was in over his head, Smithy knew it, and he wasn't willing to stay silent. The call came with urgency. Smithy's voice was firm, his tone leaving no room for misunderstanding. It's time to pull the plug, he said. On the other hand, Jacob remained silent for a moment. Walking away from a mission wasn't something he took lightly, but this wasn't just about the mission anymore. It was about survival. You are too deep in this, Smithy continued. This isn't worth your life, Jacob exhaled slowly. He understood the risk, but he also understood what was at stake. I can handle it, he said. But Smithy didn't believe that, not anymore, because sometimes the people closest to you could see the danger more clearly than you could yourself. And sometimes the hardest decision was knowing when to stop. As all these moments unfolded, Fairmont Crest felt different, heavier, more uncertain. Vanessa questions whether her happiness could last. Nicole stood at a crossroads between two very different futures. Anita made a decision that would define the rest of her journey, and Jacob faced a danger that could stand everything. Each story carried its own weight, each moment its own consequence, but together they painted a picture of a community standing at the edge of something bigger. So, what do you think? Is Anita making the right decision, or should her family fight to change her mind? And will Jacob finally listen before it's too late? Share your thoughts in the comments, like this video, and subscribe to Beyond the Gate for more emotional stories and daily updates.